hits the and that goes out of bounds. It is 9-1 Columbus here in the second set. And we got a timeout. We'll take one too on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back here to Kendrick High School. We're here in the second set. Columbus won the first set 25-6, and they are leading 9-1. 9-13 record for Columbus, but they've played a lot of tough teams. They've been in tough tournaments. You can see the Carver Lady Tigers over there warming up. They're coming up next. They're going to be taking on these Lady Blue Devils. And on to serve. Taylor Myers with a block. Good block there. Trying to get it over. And the point to Kendrick. It's a good job just staying with it, getting the point. Back to serve is Michaela Teal. Can't get it over the net. It's 10-2. Katie Shear for Columbus. He's going to go ahead and serve here. Myers sets. Sikora. Shear slams it from the back line. And Katie Shear will continue serving. And an ace for Katie Shear. Got to hit it. They do. Got to get it over, and they do not. It's a point for Columbus. And Katie Shear will be back there. Slammed it was Parsons. Watts with a bump. Sikora. Parsons goes out of bounds. And Kendrick will get the point. And on to serve will be Taylor Baker. Baker, what a line drive. Sikora sets. Myers gets it over. And Columbus will know that they're saying Kendrick got the point. I don't think a Kendrick player touched it. It went out of play. Baker, the line drive. Sikora with a bump. Parsons trying to return it. Kendrick was able to save it. Good job by Kendrick to save it. There's the bump by Sikora. Parsons, and she gets the point. How about Kiara Parsons just protecting that front line? Now Taylor Myers who leads the team in blocks. On to serve. And hits it in the back of the net. Kendrick just trying to hang on here in this second set. Already down 25-6 in that first set. And Skinner on to serve. Watts, Sikora, Parsons slams it. And there's nothing that they could do on that. It's coming at you 90 miles an hour. Michaela Teal was trying to volley it back. But that sails into the bleachers. And it's 15-5 Columbus. Emma Sikora. There's a line drive serve. Parsons with a bump. Getting it over his tally. That's going to be a legal hit off Kendrick, and Columbus gets the point. Don't forget, coming up next, we've got Carver and Columbus, part of a tri-match. Live here from East Columbus at Kendrick High School. That is going to be a point to the Lady Cherokees. And on to serve will be Robin Mitchell. With a bump. Sikora. What a job there by Hicks to get the point. And now here we go. Is that? Oh, that's on the line. Sophia Den was on that serve. It's now 17-7. And we've got Zalala Brookins on to serve, and wisely Columbus lets that go. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. First tri-match of the season. Taylor Myers, how about that? And now Jaslyn Watts, the libero, wearing the orange jersey. Do not see a libero for Kendrick. They are all wearing the same jersey. How about Taylor Myers with a block? And there you go. That's Sydney Hicks at its finest. Trying to put this game away and get into the win column. Watts, you got to get it up. Got to get it over. And Columbus gets the point. Jaslyn Watts is going to continue serving. With the bump. And could not get it over. 22-7. As you see the Carver Lady Tigers awaiting the next match. You see Coach Anson Hunley over there. You can catch him on office hours on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. I knew I was going to do an office hours plug during the volleyball match, especially with Coach Hunley on the sidelines. 23-7 is your score. Columbus is going to take on Carver next. Sikora, Myers. And it's match point for the Lady Blue Devils, 24-7. And Jaslyn Watts continues her hot serving. Here we go. throwing it up in the air and cannot get it. Trying something new there. Gets high fives from her teammates. And now on to serve will be Rayma Weaver for Kendrick. There you go. Taylor Myers, and that will do it. Columbus wins the match. 25-8. They won the first set, 25-6. They win this match in 2 sets. And tough to pick an Alex Quinney All-State Player of the game, but it was a valiant team effort. But we're going to go ahead and give it to Kiara Parsons because she has just been absolutely dominant for Columbus. They go to 10-13. Kendrick falls to 6-3. But don't go anywhere. We got more volleyball. Match number 2 coming up between Columbus and Carver in this Muskogee County Volleyball Tri-Match live from Kendrick High School on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Back after this.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
And how is everybody doing? Welcome to Kendrick High School here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. We are ready for match number 2. Columbus won the first match, 25-6 and 25-8 to the Kendrick Lady Cherokees. How's everybody doing? Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. Now we've got just a fantastic matchup for you here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live. Match number 2, it's the Carver Tigers and the Columbus Blue Devils. Columbus comes in with a 10-14 record, but they have played a lot of tough opponents. Team that went to the Final Four last year, led by their coach, Carson Lay. Carver, led by their coach, Coach Anson Hunley and Coach Shaw. As Coach Hunley is the AD and helps out with the team. He's actually here in attendance, but Coach Shaw is actually coaching on the sidelines for the Carver Lady Tigers. Which we got the third and final try match that's coming up at approximately 7 o'clock. We've got Kendrick and Carver, and we will have that for you. Carver comes in with a 0-1 record and have not played a whole lot of matches this season. And this is a rematch of that first round playoff game last year where Columbus beat Carver. Carver actually went 2-4 in the area last year, and that was enough for them to sneak into the playoffs. As they have a young team just trying to build something. Some of the key players for Columbus. By the way, Columbus is 10-13, not 10-14. I had to correct myself on that. So some of the key players for the team that went to the Final Four last year. Kiara Parsons leads the team with 2.8 kills per set, followed by Katie Shear, who's a sophomore, averages 1.7 kills per set, and then Taylor Myers, a junior, averages 1.6 kills per set. Mariana Olervides is leading the team with 41 total blocks, followed by Taylor Myers with 32. Jaslyn Watts, the libero, leading the team with 5.2 digs per set. And here's a look at some of the Carver Tigers players, including Janela Russ, who plays for Coach Hunley on the basketball team. Brianna Brown. You got Jocelyn Justice and Mariah Robinson. We're about 2 minutes away from this start as they are warming up out there. Glad that you are able to join us here on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live, live from Kendrick High School. If you're watching us online, you see the Carver and the Columbus logo, and you're like, wait a second. That's neither at Carver or Columbus. Yes, this is a neutral site game for both teams at Kendrick High School, part of a tri-match. Kendrick will await Carver after the conclusion of this volleyball match. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back. We'll get ready for Carver Columbus coming up next on Georgia, Alabama Sports Live.
For the big, for the small, the short, and the tall. Peacemakers, risk takers. For the optimists, pessimists, exhibitionists. For long distance love. For the farsighted, nearsighted. For introverts and extroverts. For the thinkers and the doers. For old friends. Coca-Cola. For everyone.
All right, welcome back to Kendrick High School. It's time to play some volleyball here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. A fantastic Muskogee County tri-match between Kendrick, Columbus, and Carver. Columbus won the first match in 2 sets, 25-6 and 25-8. Push their record to 10-13. Kendrick falls to 6-3. And now Columbus facing a Carver team that has only played 1 volleyball match this season. He's trying to build the program. They made the playoffs last year. But Coach Hunley, he's definitely, and he's going to be on the sideline. He is the coach, and then Coach Shaw really helps out. They do a fantastic job, and he does a lot being the athletic director. And it's great just to see Coach Hunley out there and really building this volleyball program that has got tremendous athletes. You got several players that play for him on the basketball team. And let's see what Carver can do against a Columbus team that reached the Final Four last year in 2A. And despite their 10-13 record, they have played a very tough schedule, including facing teams like Pacelli that won the GIAA championship, Northside, Brookstone, playing teams like 5A schools like Northgate, playing in a tournament. Playing in tournaments, going up against South Paulding and Druid Hills, Howson County, which is a 5A school. Yeah, they've definitely had their work cut out for them. But that's what the Columbus Blue Devils do. They're very resilient, and you got that front line: Emma Sikora, Mariana Olorvidez, and of course Kiara Parsons, Jocelyn Watts, the libero. Yeah, make sure to get that right. All right, Mariah Robinson on to serve, and Columbus is going to get the first point of the match. And Emma Sikora on to serve for the Lady Blue Devils. And she's got herself an ace. Sikora going to try to keep it going. Sikora with another ace. Yeah, that's 3 straight aces for Sikora, making it 4-0. Columbus will next play in a tri-match on Thursday against Harris County and Brookstone. And Sikora with another ace. She had the hot hand in the first match against Kendrick. And I want to thank Coach Andre Dye, the athletic director for the Kendrick Cherokees, for allowing me to set up. Make sure to get everything I need for the broadcast. Columbus lets it go. Smart move there by the Blue Devils. And Sikora, she has just been dealing. She's got an incredible serve. It's just a line drive that comes at you. And you just got to not make the big mistake when that line drive is coming. Carver's able to return a volley and get some momentum to get the serve back. It's actually playable. Sikora. And getting it is Olavides. 9-0 Columbus. Columbus strong here in the first match. There's the bump, and just nobody there. And that was a deep serve. Trying to get it was Mariah Robinson. And it's now 10-0 Columbus. And an ace again for Sikora. That is 10 straight points. Make that 11 straight points. It's 12-0. And we got some subs coming in. Jordan Jenkins is going to come in for Jocelyn Justice. Good job by Russ getting it over. And Carver gets a point. Janela Russ was able to get it over. And now Carver is going to get the serve. And on to serve will be number 15, Tyriana Whitehead. At school on the hill. Led by Coach Anson Hunley, who's also the athletic director, and Coach Shaw. They both on the bench. Carver will play Kendrick after this. And there's a ace by Olavides. And it is 14-1 now. That's in play. Olavides with a bump. Sikora. Watts gets it over. Set. Got to get it over, and they do. Watts, that one's deep. Sikora. And then Katie Shear. And that was just a hard angle for Katie Shear. She was not up at the net. She was like in the middle of the court and still able to slam it down. Olavides trying to save it, and they don't. What a dominating performance by Columbus. Good job there by Carver to respond to that high-flying serve coming in, but you got players like Sidney Hicks on that line. Like, actually, no, that's Olavides. Sikora. That's going to be a point for Carver. Sophia Din was actually back there serving for Columbus. It's now 17-2. Got some subs coming in. Keona Harmon back to serve. There's going to be Jocelyn Justice. Is this a region matchup? Oh, Katie Shear. Wow. What power. Taylor Myers checks back into the game. Jocelyn Watts is going to take a seat on the bench. We haven't really seen a whole lot of Kara Parsons. Kind of taking a breather. Sikora. Myers. And Carver tried to volley that one back, but Taylor Myers was able to slam it down. Viadez on to serve. Ace. And back-to-back aces for Villadillas. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're here live at Kendrick High School. By the way, Pacelli and Brookstone getting ready to start. That's 3 straight aces for Villadillas. And coming into the match is Jordan Jenkins. 22-2, Columbus on top over Carver. And Harmon with the bump. And Columbus trying to take the first set. Remember the GHSA, they play 2 sets. That's why they're able to have try matches. Over in Alabama, they play 3 sets. And then the GIAA, they play 3 sets. That was a good job there by number 3, Janaya Russ, to get it over. Russ with a bump. Sikora. And just some miscommunication there. Carver's able to get the point. But it started with Janila Russ able to serve it over. And now on to serve is Janila Russ, member of the basketball team that went to the Elite 8 last year under Coach Hunley. And that's going to be set point coming up for Columbus. Leah Richardson briefly checked into the game. Now she's going to check out. Peyton McNeil will try to close it out for Columbus. There's a bump. And what a job there by Katie Shear to get the point, and Columbus takes the first set. Score 25-3. We'll be back We'll get ready for set 2 between Carver and Columbus, live from Kendrick High School. It's Muskogee County tri-match here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back here to Kendrick High School. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast for this Muskogee County tri-match. Columbus won the first match against Kendrick in 2 sets, 25-6, 25-8. They took the first set here against Carver, 25-3. And they will get ready to start set number 2. Columbus looks every like that team that went to the Final Four last year. And despite their 10-13 record, they have played a lot of tough opponents. People tend to forget they went 25-21 last year, all the way to the Final Four, led by their head coach, Carson Lay. And on to serve will be Layla Norell for Columbus. Carver trying to return that serve. It was Jocelyn Justice. And Columbus able to get the point. Yes, this is a neutral site game for both teams. And Sikora trying to get it, and it was trying to save it was Tayana Whitehead and could not. And it is 2-0. We are at Kendrick. Kendrick is hosting this tri-match. The Kendrick volleyball team is actually sitting in the bleachers to my left, getting ready to take on Carver after this match. And that actually almost hit the net again, but it's now 3-0. Layla Lenorel. Say that 10 times fast. Got to get somebody on that front of the net. Just a miscommunication there. But Carver's just got to keep their head on the swivel. They've got to find ways to just return it. Because it's coming in fast. Layla Norell, I mean, these serves are just line drives. It's a hard angle. Norell, another ace. Here we go. Getting it over. Watts with a bump. Sikora. Parsons. That's hard to stop. Kiara Parsons. Golden opportunity to slam it. She's going to take advantage. Are they saying, no, they're saying that's a point. That was in net interference by Columbus. So Carver gets the point. And it is 6-1. And on to serve is Mariah Robinson. That's going to go out of bounds. Taylor Myers on to serve. Taylor Myers with an ace. Good job getting it over. Robinson with a bump. Kara Parsons trying to return it was Whitehead. And a good dive by Robinson. But it is 9-1. As the net master gets back into position. There's the bump. Right there, Russ. And another ace for Taylor Myers. And another ace. It is now 12-1. A line drive, I mean, just the position that she is just serving, it's coming at a line drive and it's barely clipping the net. I mean, that just takes practice. I mean, those high lobbing shots you can able to return, but when those serves are coming in at an angle where even if you try to return it, it hits the net or it just goes off in the direction. And that actually was on the line. I didn't think Carver was going to play that one. Oh, man, Taylor Myers has just been dealing. Columbus will be in a tri-match this Thursday between Harris County and Brookstone. That will be a very interesting match. Clearly, Columbus is the tops, the team that's in the top of the region. They're expected to win the region. As that goes out of bounds. Russ trying to bump it, and Columbus just trying to make quick work here to get out of here and get that bus ride home. That one's deep. Russ gets it over. Good job there by Russ. Sikora. Parsons. Oh, Parsons is just a beast on that front line, leading the team with kills per set. Yeah, this has just been absolute domination by Columbus. This is one of the reasons why they are one of the top teams in 2A. A championship caliber team. Carver is a young team. They will learn to be competitive. They're not done yet. They're going to play Kendrick after this. Oh, man, Columbus is just imposing their will here at Kendrick High. This volleyball tri-match brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and the Houston Clinic. 23-1. Columbus just trying to pick up a win. Get ready for that tri-match on Thursday. That's going to be a good one. Harris County and Brookstone, two very talented teams. And that is going to be match point coming up for the Lady Blue Devils. Taylor Myers trying to finish it off for Columbus. Myers. Russ sets. And that will do it. Well, actually, no, they're not giving him the point. Okay. Now it's match point. I think that was a restart. And Columbus wins the game in dominant fashion, 25-1. They beat Carver 25-3 in the first set. That was pretty much the most dominant volleyball match that I have witnessed in Georgia Alabama Sports Live history. And there could have been a lot of players. I could have gave the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands player of the game to, but I'm going to give it to Taylor Myers because she just dominated those last serves. It seemed like she took all the serves. But Columbus goes to 11-13. They get ready for Harris County and Brookstone on Thursday. Carver goes to 0-2. And they get ready for Kendrick coming up in about, we'll say 10 minutes. All right, we'll take a break. We got the third and final volleyball match of this tri-match. Muskogee County live from Kendrick High School on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
Real recognize real. Real taste, unmistakably Sprite. Real refreshment, crisp lemon lime. Sprite. Obey your thirst.
At Jack Houston Memorial Hospital, our focus is you. Even though we performed more than 1,300 joint replacements last year, we treat you like you are our only patient. Your surgeon explains your joint replacement, so nothing is a surprise. Our team knows your treatment plan, and we work together to get you back on your feet again. That's why our hospital is recognized year after year as a leader in patient satisfaction and quality of care. Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. Excellence, always.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
And good evening. Welcome to the third and final match of this Muskogee County tri-match live at Kendrick High School. We've got the Kendrick Cherokees taking on the Carver Tigers here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Columbus won the first two matches. The first match, they defeated Kendrick 25-6 and 25-8. And then they completed the sweep in the region, defeating Carver in the second match, 25-3 and 25-1. So Columbus's night is done. They're getting on a bus and heading back to Columbus High. And we've got Kendrick. As always, when the home team, they play the tri-match, they usually play that first game because it is their home gym, and then they will await the third game. Carver got here late and was part of that second match against Columbus. And now, so it's Kendrick, it's Carver, it's Georgia Alabama Sports Live. It's also Richard Holdridge on the broadcast. How's everybody doing? Let's get ready for Carver Kendrick. Looking at the standings in 2A Area 1 region play. Columbus, oddly enough, that was, well, they don't have the region standings, but Columbus ended up picking up 2 region wins. They are 10-13, but right now the team that's undefeated is Jordan with 3-0. Kendrick is 6-3, Spencer 2-2, Sumter County 4-6, Shaw 1-8, Carver is 0-2, Hardaway is 0-6. Kendrick is led by their head coach, Angela Long. Made the playoffs last year, 6-3. Carver led by their coach, Anson Hunley. Also assistant coach, Coach Shaw. Also made the playoffs last year. Lost to Columbus in the first round. Some of the players to watch out for Kendrick include Chloe Smith and Zyla Brookins. For Carver, Janela Russ, Mariah Robinson, and Jocelyn Justice. Carver will face Shaw on Thursday. That is a tri-match. We're trying to get the official schedule for Thursday. That is not a tri-match. It's just a single game. 5:30 start. Kendrick will host Calhoun County on Thursday, and they will host Chaco tomorrow. Tomorrow we got a tri-match between Northside, Beauregard, and Howson County. We will have that match between Northside and Howson County on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Over at Shaw today, we have a tri-match going on between Hardaway, Sumter County, and Shaw. And Jordan, undefeated, is at Spencer. And that volleyball match started at 5 o'clock. That's definitely going to be done. All right, well, they added 2 more minutes on the clock. We'll get started on this one. We thank the fans that have stuck around. And we appreciate you watching us on Facebook and on YouTube. You could be anywhere in the world, but you have chose to be on this platform, and we thank you for that. All right, we're going to go ahead and step aside and take a quick commercial break as you're watching the third and final tri-match live from Kendrick High School. It's the Carver Lady Tigers. It's the Kendrick Lady Cherokees, and this is Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Are you looking for a powerful new Chevrolet or GMC truck and a great deal? Check them out side by side at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Take your choice of new Chevrolet and GMC 1500 trucks discounted up to $12,000 off. Chevy and GMC heavy-duty trucks discounted up to $7,000 off. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC in Opelika, Alabama. Get ready to smile.
All right, welcome back to Kendrick High School. Georgia Alabama Sports Live, Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. It's the battle of Carver and Kendrick. Carver located in South Columbus, Kendrick located in East Columbus. Two incredible athletic programs. You talk about the accolades. Let's start with Kendrick, because they got quite a few championship banners. I'm looking at a baseball state championship in 1977. I'm guessing that Coach Mathis from Brookstone played on that team, but I will get confirmation. Got two track championships, 1988, 1991. How about the football state championship in 1991, the year that Del McGee left? So they won the championship the year after Del McGee left for Auburn. Got some girls' state championships in track and field, 92, 93, 94. And then how about the Final Four run that the girls' basketball team went through for an entire decade, starting in 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, winning the championship in 2008, 2010 making it to the Final Four, and also making it to the Final Four in 2013, and winning the championship in 2014. Kalia Lawrence, she would go on to play at Mercer and then got drafted by the Minnesota Lynx in the WNBA. Just incredible accolades here. Two historic programs here in Columbus. And then what can you say about Carver? The girls basketball championships, the football championships, the boys basketball championship that they won in 2019. Along with the girls. Girls winning a championship in 2021. Carver making it to the championship game in 2017. And then, of course, the football championships, 2007. And then recently last year, 2024. And you know what? And they're still warming up out there. And they have added 2 minutes on the clock. This game is supposed to start at 7. It's going to start a little bit earlier because the first 2 games went by rather quick. But we'll see what happens here. A little bit of a breeze here in the gymnasium. Definitely have to get my sweatshirt as they're pumping that cold AC in this gym. One thing about Kendrick High School, I always love coming here. I was here for a couple of baseball games. Last year, called the Kendrick Central Talbotton basketball games. Definitely a special place, and they did a great job renovating the school. And Coach Andre Dye has just done a fantastic job as the athletic director, and then that state-of-the-art sports complex. We're going to say down the hill, because that's, you just take the steps down there, and they got baseball field, a softball field, they got a track facility. All right, we're ready to start this volleyball match. It's the 3rd and final match of the night here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Go and like the Facebook page, subscribe to the YouTube channel. We are brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and the Houston Clinic. We've got more action this week. Softball games, volleyball games. We've got 5 football games, 1 on Thursday, 3 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. I tell you, they're just having fun here at Kendrick. Got some doing something, trying to pump up the crowd. We'll get ready to start this volleyball match. Oh, here we go. Now we're ready to start. All the talk is done. The net master makes his way on the ladder. I'll tell you what, that's got to be a fun job. You got the best view in the house. And then the flag judges will make their way to the corners of the volleyball court. Coach Angela Long and the Kendrick Lady Cherokee, 6-3 on the season, trying to bounce back after dropping 2 sets to Columbus earlier today. That was at 5 o'clock this afternoon. And then Kendrick patiently waited for this 3rd and final game. Carver just got done playing a volleyball match with Columbus, trying to pick up their first win of the season. Kendrick wants to try to get their 7th win, but they got 2 more games in 2 days. They got Chatco tomorrow, and they got Calhoun County on Thursday. And going back to serve is Zalila Brookins for Kendrick. Front line of Mariah Robinson, Tariana Whitehead, and Jocelyn Justice for Carver. Coach Shaw and Coach Anson Hunley coaching the Carver volleyball team. That one hits the net. And Carver has the first point of the match. And on to serve is Mariah Robinson. And an ace. What a job there by Mariah Robinson. It's quickly 2-0 Carver. Both teams made the playoffs last year. Robinson. The bump by Baker. Getting it over is Russ. Setting it up. Russ, good dive at it. Getting the bump. Can't get it over. And Carver leading 3-0. Here we go, Mariah Robinson serving. The bump by Skinner. Another point for Carver. And Coach Long wants a timeout. Carver leads it early, 4-0 against Kendrick here in the first set. Here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live, we are live from Kendrick High School. Part of a tri-match here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live as we are trying to get a score update on that Brookstone-Pacelli volleyball match, which features the two top teams in our area. There's Thrift Behringer on the call. Right now, Brookstone leads Pacelli in that second set, 7-5. Pacelli actually leads. Pacelli leads 1-0. And we also have Smith Station taking on Beauregard. So we've got once again, a fantastic triple header of volleyball matches for you on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Yesterday we were at Calvary for Glenwood and Calvary, and I was at Lynette for Russell County Lynette. There's a set by Brookins. That's going to be an illegal hit. And Carver out the gate, 5-0. Now they change the scoreboard. What a job by Mariah Robinson. And that is deep. Good job there by Kendrick to let it go. And now on to serve. Ramaya Weaver for Kendrick. Here we go. Russ with the bump. Good job getting it over was Anabayam. However, Kendrick does get the point as that goes out of bounds. And Weaver back to serve. It's 5-2 Carver. Oh, and an ace for Weaver. She placed that one perfectly. All right, Weaver to serve. And that's going to go out of bounds. Kendrick, 4 straight points. Now trail 5-4. Weaver back to serve. The bump by Anabayam. And we're now tied at 5. Weaver's got the hot hand. Got to get up. Russ. She does. Carver with the point as Mitchell just couldn't get it over. And it is now 6-5. Carver stopped a 5-point streak by Kendrick. On to serve is going to be Tayana Whitehead. Good line drive there. Good job there. Robinson trying to get it was Russ. And now Kendrick will get the point. And on to serve will be Michaela Teal. And Teal with an ace. And Kendrick takes the lead. Teal going to try to keep it going. And that's going to go out of bounds. It's a back and forth match so far here in the first set. All tied up at 7. Jocelyn Justice now to serve for Carver. There we go. The bump that gets it over. Oh, good job by Russ. A good spike by Russ, and Carver's able to get the point. Janila Russ just dominating that front line. Carver leading 8-7. Justice. That is on the line, and an ace for Jocelyn Justice. It's 9-7 Carver. Here comes Jocelyn Justice. And another ace. That's back-to-back aces for Justice. 10-7 is your score. Carver 0-2 on the season, trying to pick up their first victory of the year. Justice. Good bump there by Teal. And getting it over is Mitchell. Out of bounds. Carver could not handle it. It's played well by Kendrick. They get the point and they get the serve, and on to serve is going to be Taylor Baker. Oh, what a line drive by Baker. But a good job by Kendrick to play it. Good rally. Russ gets it over. Russ slams it. What a job there by Jayla Russ. Janela Russ, that is going to go as a kill in the stat sheet. And Russ is going to serve. Carver leads 11-8. Good job by Kendrick volleying it. But that goes out of bounds as Anabayam was trying to get the point, and it is now 11-9. And on to serve is Cecilia Skinner for Kendrick. Russ with a bump. A good job there trying to get it over. Mitchell got it over. Tally goes out of bounds. Carver gets the point. And now on to serve is Brianna Unabinum. It's over. Brookins over Tally. Tally slams it. Tally with the kill. Great job by Raina Tally. And now on to serve is Robin Mitchell. She's going to go to the opposite side. She's going to go all the way back to the wall. I think she's going to get a running start. Good job by Russ to bump it. That just took a line drive. Trying to save it, and they can't. Carver gets the point. Just a great job by Whitehead on that front line. Able to get that line drive. Carver leads Kendrick 13-10. And now Ariana Couch on to serve for the Lady Tigers. And that hits the net. We played at 25. GHSA rules say that you got to win 2 sets. And on to serve is Zalila Brookins. And that goes out of bounds. Carver will get the point. Mariah Robinson back to serve. A line drive right there. Trying to bump it was Taylor Baker. And Kendrick could not play it off the rafters. GHSA rule states that you can play it off the rafters, but sometimes it gets tied up there and it takes a terrible angle that just cannot play off it. And that's definitely not what Robinson wanted to do. She was trying to get one of those line drive serves to just barely clear the net. It's hard to volley. Raina Talley. Well, I was impressed with Raina Talley. Slam, giving herself a kill in the stat sheet as that goes out of bounds. Carver taking the point. 16-12. I got a feeling that this match is going to go back and forth. These two teams pretty evenly matched. And here comes Whitehead. Point going to Kendrick. And to be fair, both teams played Columbus, and Columbus looks like a championship team. That looks like a team that could win a championship in 2A. Teal on to serve. And that was a missed opportunity. Madison Havery was trying to spike it over, and it went out of bounds. Carver takes the 17-13 lead, and now on to serve is Jocelyn Justice, one of those frontline players. Justice serving. And Justice has got herself an ace. It's now 18-13. Carver on top. All right, Justice to serve. And Jocelyn Justice gets herself another ace. It is 19-13. Carver on top. We got ourselves a timeout. We'll take one too. We'll be back after this. This is the third and final volleyball match in the Muskogee County Tri-Match, live from Kendrick High School here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And welcome back here to Kendrick High School. Richard Holdridge here on the broadcast. Right now, Carver leading Kendrick 19-13 here in set number one. Justice with another ace. That's 3 aces in a row for Jocelyn Justice. Coming out swinging as Carver tries to win the first set. The Kendrick fans have been patiently waiting. They were here at 5 o'clock this afternoon watching them take on Columbus. Lost that match 25-6 and 25-8. Justice. And hits the net. Kendrick will take on Chattahoochee County tomorrow. Back here at this gymnasium. Taylor Baker on to serve. Line drive, trying to get it. Carver cannot. Robinson and Harmon was trying to handle it, and it was just not playable. Baker to serve. What a line drive. Good job by Baker getting there. Or Teal. Russ sets. Good job there by Brown. Russ with the set. Brown slams it. We got ourselves a pretty good rally here. Good job there by Russ to clean it up. But that will be a Carver point, and that was net interference. It's now 21-15. And Janila Russ beyond the serve for the Lady Tigers. There's a bump. Nice slam there by Robin Mitchell. Russ with the bump. Point Kendrick as that goes out of bounds. We got some subs coming in. Skinner's going to come in for the Lady Cherokees. For Carver, we have Jordan Jenkins. Skinner's going to serve for Kendrick. Gets a running start. You got to let that one go. Kendrick gets the point. Actually, no, they call that one a point for Kendrick. That actually was on the line. Carver let it go, thought it was going to be their serve and a point. Jenkins, line drive, gets over. Oh, good job by Russ. Russ just battling on that front line. Oh, and a slam by Raina Talley. It was Kendrick trying to make their comeback here in the first set. Skinner beyond a serve. Getting that running start. And an ace for Kendrick. 21-19. This volleyball match is brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and the Houston Clinic. We're glad that you are joining us for this tri-match. Skinner with another ace. And it's now 21-20. Timeout Carver as Kendrick making their comeback here in the first set. He's firing up the Kendrick crowd here. We'll take a break. We'll be right back here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Welcome back here to Kendrick High School. Richard Holdridge here on the call. Carver leads Kendrick 21-20. Skinner trying to tie it for Kendrick. Takes a line drive, and she gets another ace. How about this by Cecilia Skinner? Ties it up at 21 apiece. This would be an incredible comeback by Kendrick here in the first set. Skinner. And another ace. As Skinner regains the lead. Kendrick up 22-21. Kendrick 6-3 on the season. Carver 0-2. All right, here comes Skinner. Head start. Carver lets it go. That's a smart move. Carver thought about playing it, and then the split second they decided to let it go. And now we're tied at 22. We got Brianna Anabinum on to serve for the Lady Tigers. Here's the bump. Set, gets it over. Good job there by Mitchell. Trying to battle, out of bounds. Point, Carver. Carver leads now 23-22. And when you only play to 2 sets, winning that first set is huge. It gives you all the momentum. And when you have an evenly matched volleyball match like this going back and forth, is on a bottom. Out of bounds, point, Kendrick. Well, I tell you what, we may not go to 25. We got a 23-23 score. We're just seeing back and forth. Robin Mitchell on to serve. Mitchell. It's on the line. Kendrick gets the point. That was risky. Carver decided not to play it. But that corner judge had the best angle and saw it was right on the line. This is going to be set point for Kendrick. Robin Mitchell gets a running start. And that is going to be a point for Carver as that went out of bounds. That was very close to being Kendrick's point. Brianna Brown on to serve. Here come the Lady Tigers. The bump by Baker. Point, Kendrick. And it is now 25-24. This is set point coming up. Sila Brookins is going to be on to serve. Brookins. Out of bounds, and Carver gets the point. And now it's 25-all. And on to serve is Mariah Robinson. Skinner gets the bump. Russ able to get it over. Russ trying to slam it. Oh, what a job there by Whitehead. Russ saves it. Trying to keep it alive. Point, Carver. There was net interference. Carver does get the point. And Mariah Robinson on to serve. With that line drive. Out of bounds. Carver wins the first set, 27-25 over Kendrick. We'll step aside and we'll get ready for set 2. Back after this on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
Imagine a life-changing injury. Imagine the fear and unknown. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team, the only physicians in the area with advanced certification in orthopedic sports medicine, treats sports injuries with innovative techniques. The Houston Clinic has helped nearly 1 million athletes live without pain. Imagine getting back in the game. Imagine the best game of your life. The Houston Clinic Sports Medicine Team.
Welcome back here to Kendrick High School. We're getting ready for set number 2. Carver took the first set 27-25. An epic battle. That was just a great set by both schools. Now Mariah Robinson on to serve for Carver. As a hush fell over the audience, you could hear a pin drop. Yeah, it looks like Coach Shaw was just talking things over with a GHSA official. Just trying to make sure that he gets the roster correct. Netmaster says, let's play some volleyball. Richardson on to serve. What a line drive with the set over there by Talley. Good job by Teal. But Kendrick is going to get the point. Brookins on to serve, and that is going to be an ace for Kendrick. That was coming up towards me. Brookins. And Carver gets the point. Got a sub coming in for the Lady Tigers, London Claiborne. Claiborne is going to go ahead and serve. And that goes out of bounds. And now Ramaya Weaver on to serve for Kendrick. Weaver. Here's the bump. Russ sets. Good job getting that over by Tasha Days, but Kendrick able to get the point. Weaver will continue serving. Good line drive. Teal with the bump. Spiking it over. Teal spiking it. Teal with the slam. Great job there by Michaela Teal. Slamming that one home. Kendrick leads 5-1 here in this second set. We do have a timeout. This volleyball tri-match brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet, GMC, Kinetic Credit Union, Coca-Cola, and the Houston Clinic. Don't forget, we got Brookstone and Pacelli going on right now at the LAN, the two top teams in our area when it comes to volleyball. Rematch of the GIAA Volleyball Championship. We also have Smith Station taking on Beauregard. Ramaya Weaver getting ready to serve for Kendrick. And that's going to go out of bounds. Jocelyn Justice on the serve for Carver. Keona Harmon checks back into the game for the Lady Tigers. Justice serving it. Weaver with a bump. Russ with the kill, and that was just a great shot that played it into the deep of the line. It was hard to play because she slammed it home and was able to get to that back line, and so Justice will be on to serve. Weaver with a bump. Good job by Brookins. Out of bounds. Kendrick gets the point. It's 6-3 now. And Michaela Teal is going to come on to serve. Good job on the bump. Brookins. Mitchell. Played on by Kendrick. Brookins. Got a good rally here. Backline Weaver with a bump. Brookins sets. And what a job by Robin Mitchell to give Kendrick the point. And Michaela Teal on to serve. 7-3. Now 7-4. Here comes Janela Russ, trying to get those points back for Carver. Weaver with a bump. As that hit the net, but it was out of bounds. Carver went on that incredible run in the first set, getting those first 5 points. And I think that even though Kendrick made their comeback, Carver was able to stay resilient and get that first match. It's a good line drive there by Robinson. Brookins. Mitchell got herself a point there. Good job there by Robin Mitchell. Russ trying to go for the dig. A dive attempt. Just came up short. Kendrick up 8-5. Now it's 8-6. Kendrick trying to take the second set to send it to a third set, which GHSA rules, but I believe you play to 15 in that third set, but definitely can confirm. All right, Skinner. Actually, no, you do play to 25. Oh, what a job there by Mitchell. It is now 10-6 Kendrick. Skinner on to serve. Jordan taking on Spencer. At Spencer High, we got a tri match between Shaw, Hardaway, and Sumter County. And Kendrick gets the point. It's 11-6. Skinner on to serve. Weaver. Brookins. How about Mitchell getting it over? Russ. Brookins. Good volley. Rallying it. And Carver gets the point. That was just set up to where they were trying to get the point, trying to stay aggressive. Carver gets the point, and they will get the serve. And Ariana Couch will serve for Carver. There's line drive and an ace. Good job by Couch on that serve. Line drive was coming in fast, and it was hard to control. Skinner with a bump. Oh, what a job there by Anabynum. Russ and Kendrick gets the point. Got a sub checking in, Jordan Jenkins for Carver. Checking in for Jocelyn Justice. And on to serve is Robin Mitchell. And that one is in, an ace for Robin Mitchell. Carver decided not to play that one. Took a chance, and it pays off for Kendrick. Robin Mitchell back to serve. As we are live here at K-Town, East Columbus. How about back-to-back aces for Robin Mitchell? And Kendrick coming out. They want to try to even up this set, this match. We'll try to win this set to even up the match. It's 14-8, Kendrick on top. Trying to get to 25. Mitchell. And another ace for Robin Mitchell. It's now 15-8. Hearing some encouragement from her teammates on the bench. Carver won the first set, 27-25. Russ playing it off the rafters. Cannot get it over. Kendrick with the point. It's now 16-8. Robin Mitchell with the hot streak. Russ with the bump. Good job getting it over. Slamming it, but right there was Brown. The bump by Jenkins. Russ gets it over. Good job by Weaver. Brookins. You got Talley. Carver getting the point. They really needed that one because Kendrick went on a little bit of a streak. There's Mariah Robinson on to serve and hits the net. Got a sense that if Kendrick wins this second set, that all the momentum's going to shift back to Kendrick. Playing on their home court. You know, they've had a very long day having to play Columbus in the first match. As that's going to be out of play. And Carver gets the point. Here comes Tiana Whitehead. Skinner with a bump. Oh, what a slam. Raina Talley is able to slam that one down. It's 18-10. And now Weaver is going to come on to serve for Kendrick. How about that play by Michaela Teal? Kendrick on top, 19-10. We got ourselves a timeout. We'll take one, too. We'll step aside. Kendrick leading Carver 19-10 here in the second set, trying to tie it up here in the third and final volleyball match live from Kendrick High School on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. And welcome back here to Kendrick High School. The second set, Kendrick down 1-0, but lead 19-10 here in the second set. Carver, good job trying to save that one. And throwing it over. Good bump, playing it off the net, and that's going to be a point to Kendrick. I guess that's not something you're allowed to do, is play it off the net. Once that hits the net, it's in no man's land, and that's hard to stop. Weaver trying to close it out for Kendrick. Can Carver win it, or can Kendrick take it to a third set? There's an ace for Weaver. Weaver on the serve. There's the bump. Get it over. Russ. Weaver with a bump. Good job there by Havery. Weaver. Brookins. Robinson with a bump. Russ with a bump behind her head. They're playing it. Oh, they did play it off the net. And Kendrick coming up with the big slam. That was Michaela Teal. It is 22-10. Now Ramaya Weaver on to serve. Weaver. And Carver gets the point, and they get the serve. So we got Jocelyn Justice on to serve for Carver. Kendrick gets the point. They inch closer to tying this match. Michaela Teal. And that's unfortunate. That hits the net. Carver will get the serve. Teal was trying for those line drive shots that barely clears the net. It's hard to return. Janila Russ. Hopefully she gets some points. Weaver. Brooking. Back out. Russ. Sets. Getting it over. Weaver. The set. Slammed it. Pretty good volley here. Good job there by Anna Bynum. Slamming it. Kendrick gets the point. It is 24-13. On to serve. Taylor Baker for Kendrick. And that hits the net. Carver staying alive here in this second set. Playing with house money. They took that first set. They would love to try to close it out, but they got some work to do. Anna Bynum on to serve for the Lady Tigers. Weaver with a bump. Good bump there by Whitehead. Out of bounds. Kendrick takes set number 2, and we are tied at 1-1. Going into the third set, it's winner take all. The winner of set number 3 will win the match. Don't go anywhere, folks. We've got a fantastic volleyball match for you right here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. We'll step aside. We'll be back with set number 3 coming up here on Georgia Alabama Sports Live.
I'm always on the go. But with the Kinetic Credit Union app, Kinetic is always with me. The Kinetic mobile app is virtual banking at its best. With the Kinetic mobile app, I can easily send and receive money, make a deposit, pay some bills, and I can even open up a new account, all from my phone. And I can monitor all my accounts in one place, all on the go. The Kinetic mobile app, energized banking at its best.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Welcome back here to Kendrick High School, East Columbus. We are at K-Town. We've got a third and final set for you here between Kendrick and Carver on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. Carver won the first set 27-25. Kendrick won the second set 25-13. Kendrick 6-3 on the season. Carver 0-2. Both teams faced off against Columbus in this tri-match earlier today. Columbus defeated Kendrick 25-8 and 25-6. And then Columbus defeated Carver 25-3 and 25-1. We know how dominant Columbus is. They're a championship team. But this is a big region matchup between both these teams trying to make the playoffs. Brookins. And she's got an ace. What a serve there. Able to hit the net and get the point. Zelaya Brookins gives Kendrick the 1-0 lead. Slamming it down for another ace. It's 2-0. Kendrick off to a hot start. I mean, you could tell a team that with resilience, able to, after dropping that first set, come back and not give up. And that is going to be out of bounds, and you could tell the momentum has shifted to Kendrick. Brookin on to serve, line drive. Richardson playing it over there. Good dig. Nice behind the back. Kendrick getting the point. That was a tough angle. Very tough angle for Whitehead. Whitehead just playing that front line. Now Brookin gonna serve. And another ace for Brookin. She has been off to a hot start for Kendrick as they lead 5-0. Brookins on a serve. Oh, what an ace. It is now 6-0. Zyella Brookings. And she could not get it over the net. Carver gets the point. And on to serve, Mariah Robinson. And Carver gets the point. They're going to start their run a little bit. Two evenly matched teams that rally off and get a lot of points just based off of serves. Got very impressive servers. Skinner with a bump. Bumping it. Tally. Good block by Russ. Russ just stood up and using her basketball skills to swat that one away. It's 6-3. You know, we'll see Janila Russ on the basketball court playing for Coach Hundley. And that team that went to the Elite Eight last year. There's a line drive. Russ gets it over. The bump. Tally slamming it. How about Tally? Or Teal. Teal and Tally were both there on that front line. That was Teal actually getting the slam. And now here comes Weaver. Weaver on to serve. It's the bump. Slamming that one home was Teal. Michaela Teal makes it 8-3. Here comes Weaver. On to serve. Oh, good job by Russ. They're just playing it off the rafters. Slam that one. Russ with the dig, but it's not going to matter because Kendrick gets the point. Janela Russ just sacrificing her body, just going for that. Going for the dig, trying to get Carver back in this game. Weaver to serve. And that's going to be a point for Kendrick. Jumping out to that 10-3 lead here in the third set. Weaver on to serve. The bump by Brown. Weaver getting it over is Baker. And Kendrick comes up with a point. And Weaver, line drive coming in. Good save, good recovery by Unabynum. And how about Teal? Michaela Teal. Slamming it down. There's Russ. How about Teal? Brooken. Russ sets it up. Richardson. How about Russ? Russ is just not giving up on the play. Good job there by Robinson. Brown with the bump. Slamming it. Michaela Teal. She will not be denied. Kendrick feeling confident here in the third set. They lead 13-3. We got ourselves a timeout. We'll step aside. We'll take one, too. As you're watching the Muskogee County Tri-Match live from Kendrick High School on Georgia Alabama Sports Live. All right, we are back here at Kendrick High School. Cherokees with a 13-3 lead. And another ace. Ramaya Weaver gives Kendrick a 14-3 lead. All right, here comes Weaver. Playing Plinko on the rafters. That actually bounced a couple of times in the rafters. And that will do it. That is the match. As Kendrick closed it out after trailing and losing in that first set, 27-25, they're able to come back They're able to defeat Carver 15-3 to win the game. They go to 7-3 on the year. And there were so many players to choose from for the Alex Quinney All-State Good Hands Player of the Game, but I'm going to give it to Michaela Teal. She had some incredible slams, incredible kills, a team effort. What a comeback for Kendrick to win this one after dropping the first set. Carver played tough, but Kendrick ends up getting the victory. This is Richard Holdred signing off from Kendrick High School. Once again, your final score, Kendrick ends up defeating Carver in 3 sets. They will take on Chattahoochee County tomorrow and then Calhoun County on Thursday. Have a great night, everybody, and we will see you next time here on Georgia, Alabama.